We got 6 seniors. Sir.
Here, take mine. Take mine. Take mine. Let me first of all congratulate UNLV on a inspired first half and a great game. But let me then say what's really on my mind. I'd really like to say what's on my mind. My wife would kill me. So I would really like to talk about the inspired second half that these guys played in pretty trying circumstances. Before this game, I told these guys I wasn't sure if we ever trailed a team this entire season by more than 13 points, ever. I don't know if there's another team. I mean, I've seen some of these top teams in America. I've seen them get obliterated by 20, 30 on certain nights and crumble. And I'd never seen that. And we may have been on the brink tonight. But in a lot of different leagues with a lot of different teams, because I'm an old guy, I don't know if I've ever seen a team play more inspired in a time of adversity. And I got to tell you, I love them. I think the world of them. I think they've earned the respect of a lot of people who I think lacked respect for them. And I'll never forget them if this is the end of the road. The fact that UNLV could make 56 points from these guys is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And if you want to ask them any questions, you'll find them to be just as classy as they were all year on the court.
Okay, at this time, we'll open up for questions for the student athletes.
Robert Gagliardi, the Wyoming Tribune Eagle, for JD or Adam. You know, that was a rough first half. What just not knocking down shots, or what was UNLV doing that was so effective? Just, you know, take us through that first half and the struggles.
When you have Moser went off or had some huge shots in the first half, and when we shoot 12%, that's kind of the half right there. But you see a team that comes in and keeps fighting in the second half. I know everyone in that arena saw that we came in and kept fighting, and we kept fighting, and we've done that all year.
Eric Schmaltz, Casper Start to be in JD. What's the mood like at halftime? What are you guys saying to each other before you come back out for that?
The mood was, you know, like it's been all year. We all came together and we told each other we ain't gonna quit. We don't give up. And Paco came in at the free throw when they was at the free throw line, and you know he told us like we're gonna play harder than them this half, and you know we all came together collectively, and that was our mindset. And I feel like second half we did play harder than them.
Paco, I know that's disappointing right now, but 20 wins, and there's probably some postseason, you know, in front of you guys. Are you thinking about that now, or what's going through your mind now, at least since this tournament's over for you guys?
We thought about how proud we are from each other, because we came like a family during this season, and if it happens to be a postseason for us, it will be great. But if not, we really have a good season, and we came together like a family.
Eric Schmaltz, Casper Start to be an Archer. I mean, the shots were, you got good looks. You had open looks. You had looks at the rim in that first half. How do you guys not get frustrated when something like that happens?
You know, just try to rely on our defense, as we always did. And, I mean, when it's not going in, it's not going in. There's nothing you can do about it. Just believe that your next shot's going in. And that's what we did, and that's why we came back in the second half. As they say, I'm proud of every one of our team, from player to coach. And I really hope we still got something in the future to come up. I think we deserve it.
You guys think you deserve it? JD, does it matter if, you know, which tournament? Does that matter to you, or is it just a matter of just hoping you get to the postseason with this group of guys?
You know, at this point, you know, that's out of our hands, what tournament or if we even make a postseason. So, you know, that's something that, you know, we can't really focus on. We just got to hope for the best. And I just, you know, I really just want to play again with these other 5 guys. You know, this year is, you know, been the best year I've had by far since I've been here at Wyoming and even been in college. And, I really love these guys, and, I got a lot of respect. And, I thank Coach Scheid and the staff for, coming in and changing the culture of the program and, giving us something to believe and fight for and just, installing a whole new identity for us. And, we all appreciate it, and we just don't want it to be over.
Any other questions for our student athletes? Okay, we'll dismiss them at this time. Thank you, gentlemen. Now we'll take questions for Coach Scheid.
Robert Gagliardi, the Wyoming Tribune Eagle. Larry, I know it was a struggle in the first half. Moser had a huge half. Was it that and just not being able to knock down shots, or was there anything else you were seeing from your guys that just wasn't working tonight?
Well, I think the first half, when you go 3 for 24, I'm not sure it would matter who you're playing, more or less. A team is talented and nationally ranked on their home court. But I got to tell you, at half, at the end of the game last Saturday here, and at half, I saw the same body language. And like I said, it's incredible. Many and most teams, you think about your team, whoever you admire. Many and most teams, when it's not going for an individual offensively or it's not going for their team offensively, it gets ugly and they surrender. Not these guys. And I feel like we ran out of time tonight. I feel like if they'd have put 4 or 5 more minutes on the clock, the outcome might have been different.
Eric Schmaltz, Casper Star Tribune. Larry, was there any speech, or was there anything that triggered the turnaround in the second half?
There's too many women in here. No, realistically, I talked about where we'd been in our body of work this year. And this was undeniably one of the worst situations we were in. And we probably could do 3 things. We could flee, we could flow, or we could fight. And I trust them. And I said that the only way I've ever seen anything like this happen with any of the ball clubs I've ever been is to divide this up in 4 and 5 minute segments. And it didn't look good after that first 5 minute segment. It got worse before it got better. But these guys have had a heart unlike any team I've seen this year. And like I said before, I love them to death, and I respect them.
Robert Gagliardi, the Wyoming Tribune Eagle. Larry, I know you don't have control over what happens in the postseason, but I assume you feel this team's worthy to be playing somewhere in the postseason, come hopefully Sunday when you find out.
Yes, I do. I think they've earned I think they've earned a right to play in some high-level tournaments.
Coach, there's been a lot of talk about UNLV playing on their home floor. Now that you've been through the game with them, can you put into words maybe what kind of impact that makes, on their home floor?
I'm not going down that road.
Coach, the first half, it seems like, you just keep saying you guys missed a lot of shots, but was it anything they were doing defensively? Did they do anything that you feel like frustrated you?
I did think they were doing a great job defensively. I've always thought they had a high level of intensity on their defense, and that contributed a lot to missed shots. It wasn't turnovers this time, it was missed shots. On the other hand, I thought the second half was quite the opposite, and I think my guys did too. Fortunately, there were 2 halves.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you very much, Coach.